Well, on Maruti Suzuki presents ESPN Cricinfo T20 Time Out. England ready for their next opposition in the Super 12s. They're a relatively easy outing against Afghanistan. They'd be expecting the same against Ireland, with no disrespect to Andy Balbirnie's side. I've got Anil Kumble and Tom Moody just for one question about England as we try and observe what the ideal English threat would be in this tournament. Anil, is who they identify as their death bowlers. It looks like Sam Curran's been given this role, unusual from what we've seen in the past. I'll just throw out some numbers for you for England's pacers in the last 4 overs before I get Anil and Tom's thoughts on the subject. And it's not like a lot of options or a lot of obvious options put their hands up. Mark Wood, Tymal Mills, all in economy rates in excess of 9. Sam Curran 2 in that department. Ben Stokes, Chris Jordan, Chris Wokes with 10s and 11s. Wokes in fact bowled the 19th over against Afghanistan. And if you look at their overall numbers in England and away from England, number of these bowlers tend to do poorer outside of England. So I wonder if it's a problem, Anil. They didn't play Chris Jordan, but who do you think is England's ideal death bowling composition?
I think that's something that they had identified as Chris Jordan, who would be bowling the death, but even he goes for 10 plus and almost 11 towards the end, and it's always been an issue with England, and I think they sort of back it up with their batting. They believe that their batting can sort of nullify that last 3 over runs that the opposition get. So that's, I think, something that they will continue to do. They have given Sam Curran that role. Usually we used to see Sam Curran bowl with the new ball, but now he sort of tends to bowl towards the second half of the innings, and he's done well. He picked up 5 wickets, and they're playing Ireland, so it should be relatively easier in terms of handling the death overs.
All right, now I think Reece Topley was a big miss for them, Tom, just before this is prior to this World Cup. Do they have the adequate replacements? Tymal Mills has been called up to the squad. There's David Willey in the squad. In the Afghanistan game, Adil Rashid bowled the 17th, Chris Wokes bowled the 19th. Are we expecting to see that as England's death bowling plan?
I think they've just got to mix and match, and we all know on any given day, some bowlers get it right at the death and some don't. But I think the clear indication is that England don't have a specialist apart from Tymal Mills really as a finisher. He's come in for Topley. He's not in the playing 11 yet, and I don't think he's going to break his way into that 11 until I suppose there's, whether it be form or injury, to create that opening. So, look, it is one of the areas England need to be mindful of, but they're, as Anil quite rightly said, their batting, they back their batting to sort of compensate for, I suppose, the slight weakness they have in that finishing area.
All right, well, we leave it here because you think they'll still get the job done against Ireland, but it's something to just try and keep an eye out for when they play the likes of Australia and New Zealand and Sri Lanka in this group going forward. Thank you to Tom Moody and Anil Kumble. We'll see who England and Jos Buttler go for at the death in this game against Ireland at the MCG. And this was Maruti Suzuki presents ESPN Cricinfo T20 Time Out.